You'll find that we're a blend of people with different faith backgrounds and different faith expressions. And so I tease that you come here, you don't become a melting pot where everybody's the same, but it's really a stew pot where everybody adds to the richness of the mix.
It's very clear that there's an emphasis here on hospitality, of welcoming people into this congregation. There is a relaxed atmosphere here. We have a variety of different backgrounds here. We are not all cut from the same cloth. I think that people will find a variety of people to meet, to engage with, to learn from, and to grow in relationships centered in the Lord. One of the things that someone would experience at Trinity is the opportunity to connect with fellow believers.
Church this size is interesting in that it's small enough you still know the people, but it's large enough to have the advantages of really almost a corporate-sized church, but it's still personal. The people still know each other. We still share with one another. We comfort one another. We know what people are going through, and people are able to raise questions, to raise suggestions, to propose things. So they feel like they have a sense of ownership in who we are and what we do. A nice aspect of Trinity is that people love intergenerational activities. The elderly, the not so elderly, the young, our peers, the children, youth. We truly are a church family that embraces that aspect. So when a child runs up and hugs your knit legs in the parlor, when they tease you, when the youth make faces at me and try to make me laugh and worship, I feel like we've made a connection, and it's genuine love and care.
One of the neat things about, I think, the Trinity Youth Program, our people really do love seeing our youth in visible roles in the church. You'll see them on the first Sunday of each month ushering, so they're handing out bulletins as people walk in. They're taking up the offering in the middle of the service. Our youth feel ownership, that this faith really is theirs. They're not just consumers and spectators, but they really are helping to lead the ministry and the work of this congregation.
So people find different niches of different ways to serve that meets where they are in their faith and their faith development. Through discipline study, through worship, through fellowship, through service, through activities, through engagement, through volunteerism, or receiving for a while. So we accept you where you are and ask you to join the journey as we go forward together.
And one of the things that we know about discipleship is that it takes time. There's no set formula, there's no set process. And when we look at Jesus' discipleship, the way that he discipled his early followers, he invested deeply into their lives. They were with him constantly. So we know that's what it takes. It takes more than just a program. It takes the investment of time, energy, and most of all, to love the person who comes into your life.
We emphasize and we live out the Presbyterian doctrine of mutual forbearance that says even though we may differ on this cause, this action, this vote, this approach, you are still my brother and sister in Christ, and I'll treat you as such. And I've seen it work time and time again, where people reach out to one another with genuine grace and hospitality. We're all equipped to work together for the common good and for the glory of God.